Hello, sir. It's an
Hi,
honor
Ashna.
to have you here. I welcome you to the first episode of Entrepreneur in Spotlight. I'm super excited to learn from you. And before we begin, can you please give a brief intro about yourself?
Uh, Ashish Bhutada. I actually am a technology student. I did my master's in biomedical engineering, but I was always interested in the sales and marketing aspects of the business. So that inspired me after working for 8 years in US. When I moved back, started our first venture
Health
called Health
Mantra.
Mantra, and after running for a few years and selling to Portea Medical, my interest and passion in gardening inspired me to start the second venture, Make My
Make
Garden.
my
So I think there's a lot of learnings. Bangalore, India is a great place. Right now is a great time to be entrepreneur and spread your ideas.
Yeah, it's great, sir. So, what inspired you to make the shift from healthcare to gardening?
It's interesting thought. In fact, I still tell a lot of people in healthcare, we used to pack oxygen in cylinders, and in this gardening
Yeah.
business, we are producing oxygen in their balconies, right? So there is connection, but the real connection in the two businesses was through the service aspect, right?
Yeah.
In the healthcare business, the whole point is we enter into an unorganized marketplace, and we gave solutions to people at the convenience of their home. So we were renting medical equipment and giving and installing at their home, giving that service aspect. In the gardening, when I enter and when I look at the connection, a lot of people are interested in garden. They want a beautiful
Yeah.
garden. They have money, they have interest, passion, but they may not have enough time. They don't have enough expertise, and they would rely on somebody to provide that service at their home.
Yes.
So uh, the if the function is same, which is getting into an unorganized marketplace and providing a service, I don't think it matters from what industry to what industry you switch. You can still make your mark.
Yeah. Okay, sir. My next question to you is how did you face challenges when you had shifted to from healthcare to your this gardening business? So, what challenges you have faced?
So I would not say challenges because of shifting, but there are inherent challenges of every new business.
Yeah.
New set of challenges, new set of customers. So in every entrepreneurial journey, you will face several. I mean, at some point, there are finance-related challenges, right? When you
Yeah.
run out of, excuse me. Uh, because in order to reach the break even point or cash flow positive point, you have to go through certain iterations. So until then, you need to keep bringing
Yeah.
investments, right? So after personal investments, right, reaching out to family, and then later on getting some partners involved who believe in your journey, in your venture. So that helped.
How did you get the partners or network for investment? Like,
So how do you get your partner? I would say keep your eyes and ears open. Okay,
everywhere you have someone.
everywhere. Lot of networking sessions. So a lot of times, a partner invests into the founder, not just
Yes.
the concept,
Business,
right?
yeah.
So if you know people who have trust in you, who have faith in you, right? Half the battle is won there.
Yeah.
Then secondly, every business should have sound unit economics, right? What market segment you're serving?
Yeah.
What is your potential uh, client base, right? How much business you can achieve? What kind of profitability you can have in your business? How you can grow or scale it up from one city to multiple?
Yeah.
If you have a certain vision and you are working on the sound fundamentals, I think the partners will believe and they will invest.
Okay. So, sir, any how do you keep up with the rapid changes in technology right now? Because everybody is like going into AI and machine learning and all these things.
Right.
So, how, like, are you doing something about these trends?
In some ways, we utilize technology, social media marketing. I think sometimes
really
Chat
helps,
GPT
yeah.
for marketing thing. But in our business, we have tried to keep it as much as possible hands-on. Some of the technology is helpful in the back end,
Yeah.
right, in marketing and other.
For
But whenever
efficient
it's
work.
customer interface, we really want people to connect with the earth, right? Get your feet wet,
Yeah.
hands-on. So there, the focus is on the real experiences. People have a lot of technology in their current
Businesses.
businesses and lives, and when they look at gardening, when they come home, they want to relax, rejuvenate,
Yeah.
get away from technology. So we make that possible for customers, right? Set up your own garden, give you some training how you can maintain your own garden, spend time, grow some organic vegetables in your garden,
Yeah.
and eat healthy.
Yeah.
So enhancing health, harmony, and happiness for urban residents. That's our motto as well.
Great, sir. Sir, any inspiring moment where you feel like it's very joyful?
Quite a few, and I think in a startup journey, when you have certain milestones, you must celebrate. You must celebrate
Yeah,
with your
little,
team
little things.
also. Yeah, absolutely, right. So something like when we got our first major corporate kind of client, right, which has a big name. Taneira is a brand that we are working with. Taneira Saris, it's a Tata brand, so reputable brand, and they have also among many players in the industry and more experienced players, they have trusted us to redo their garden, right? So that was a moment. Sometimes the team, when they work together and they achieve certain revenue milestone, right, by the end of month, we do a little lunch or dinner, just going together. So it's always nice to build that camaraderie,
Yeah.
and also inspire for the next milestone.
So, what do you seek in your team, like when you're hiring? So, what do you seek for a proper team?
Interesting. We in our business, Make My Garden, we have a lot of gardeners, right? That also go. They either maintain the plants at the nursery, or they go to customers' home to maintain or set up a new gardener. So there, I mean, a lot of people come from remote areas. They come without much education, just 9, 10, 12 pass. We tell them we are looking at 3H, okay? And those 3H, one is hardworking, right? Right? Do you really have that passion to work hard for the organization? Second is honesty,
Yeah.
right? For small things, I mean, be honest upfront, right? Whatever you require, you tell us and go. And third thing is we say hunar. I mean, that's a Hindi word,
yes, sir.
but to make the 3H's, hunar
Creativity.
meanings, do you have the skills, right, to learn new things, right, to adapt. We don't expect you to come as an expert gardener,
Yeah.
but when we train you, can you take that quickly? So if you satisfy those three, then you're great. Rest of the things, training and working with the team, can develop.
Sir, how do you maintain that creativity part and practicality for business?
So luckily in this area, I mean, with the garden, it's a lot more art
Yeah.
than science, right? And you will rarely find a person saying, that neighbor's garden is so beautiful, I want exactly the same garden,
Yeah.
right? Everyone wants something
Creative,
different,
yeah.
creative, something custom. So that's where it's like if your musical teacher has taught you the notes, the fundamental structures, your saregamas, right? Then you build your own songs, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to learn, all the exact songs. So if you know I think it's true probably in any business, if you know the fundamentals, then how you connect them, right? There is a lot of creativity in the variety of plants, or what kind of planters you use, how do you place them, how do you use your three dimensions, not just the floors but the walls, the ceilings, what other garden decor elements can you add, how do you combine different things, can you use seasonal, non-seasonal, ornamental, right? And doing all that keeping in mind, because these are live plants, you also keep in mind in that given sunlight what are the right plants. So that comes your little bit science. So combining all those factors, you can really customize a garden for somebody, and that creativity even they appreciate, and with their appreciation I think our team enjoys.
So I told you we have one dedicated department here, innovation incubation. So here students are like, you just had a session with them. So what advice you want to give them?
So this innovation and incubation program, I think a lot of high energies. A lot of the students I interacted, they already have some ideas
Yes.
of the startup they want to do. I would say that the times are great. India, especially Bangalore, there is a lot of network, lot of resources available. We spoke about several different things, right? The who, why, what, when, and how
Yeah.
of starting a journey. Some of the things, if we summarize, it's important to know the right time to start also. Some of you may want to start right out of the college, right?
Yeah.
There could be some advantages starting after a few years of experience in terms of the capital that you can accumulate, experience that you gather, the network, all those, where there can be some benefits. However, you don't have to be discouraged thinking, I don't
Have that
start now,
experience, yeah.
I start later, because take entrepreneurship as a mindset,
Yeah.
not as a profession. So if you build that attitude, entrepreneurial mindset and attitude, even if you take that to your first job, your second job, people there will respect you, right? Because you're thinking like them, you're thinking to make this business successful. And with that, you will learn a lot, and that learnings you can utilize in your
Continue.
business.
Yeah.
And whenever you want to start, right, for some it's a difficult decision, right? And there are a lot of naysayers in friends, relatives, even your family or parents. But at certain point, you have to take a leap of faith, right?
Take-
Just think, what is the worst thing that can happen, right? Maybe
Yeah.
there is some portion of money that you might lose. See how much you can afford to lose. Don't worry about losing time, because whatever time you invest in your startup, you're going to learn a lot, and that learning will be helpful for your next startup or the next job, wherever you go. So taking that leap of faith is very important.
Take risk and do something.
Yes.
So one closing thought for our students and all aspiring entrepreneurs.
So I'd like to say, don't worry about failures, right? I mean, you will go through a lot of the statistics. Only 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 startup become successful. So there are 19 that are not, right? Don't focus so much on that. There will be some failures, right? But you have only failed when you quit, when you stop trying, right? There are countless examples, right? After failures, people, right, finally strike success also. So don't get bogged down with that. And very important thing for you, I think, since you are in a place like Bangalore, there are a lot of resources, mentors available. So your early stages, if you can connect with some entrepreneurs, whether they are in your industry or outside, but just use them as a sounding board and play your ideas. I think you can not just get some ideas input, but also confidence to move forward with that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome, Ashna. Thank you.
Close
Thank
this.
you.